This is the first page of 3.3 notes. We're going to be just an investigation of real solutions for quadratic equations. And that's what we're doing on this page. We're going to investigate. No real concepts that you have to memorize, just kind of exploring. We're going to take the standard formula for a quadratic, ax squared plus bx plus c, and we're going to solve it so the c goes on the other side. So if I did that, I'd be subtracting 1, subtracting 2, subtracting 3. How we get these answers? I'd get that 2x squared plus 4x equals negative 1, 2x squared plus 4x equals negative 2, and we got 2x squared plus 4x equals negative 3. And just look that all I did is subtract 1 from both sides, 2 from both sides, and so on. So that gives us two equations. We're going to make this side f of x. So all the way down, this side is going to be 2x squared plus 4x, right? 2x squared plus 4x, and 2x squared plus 4x. That is going to be our f of x. I'll write it on here. I should have probably written it on the other side. We'll say that's f of x all the way down, right? F of x, f of x. And let's do the same thing with g of x, except g of x is going to be the other portion of this equation, right? And then just sequentially, we've got negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. So let's go ahead and graph these. We can see already that 2x squared plus 4x has been graphed. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to graph negative 1, which we're going to see right here. There's negative 1. We're going to graph negative 2, which we're going to see right here, and negative 3. And we're going to be asked a simple question: what is the number of real solutions? So in the first one, well, the number of real solutions for this negative 1, well, I can see it touched twice, here and here. So we're going to say 2 real solutions. The second one, at negative 2, it just seems to touch the tip of this vertex, so 1 real solution. And much like the absolute value we did just a couple weeks ago or last week, we can see that sometimes there are 0 solutions. We can see the parabola up here that never actually reaches that negative 3. So we're going to do it one more time. So let us solve these one more time. So we're going to, this time, we got the negative 1 in there. I'll move this up. And we can see that we're adding 1. So we got 2x squared plus 4x. And that looks like a negative 2x squared each time. Equals 1. Negative 2x squared plus 4x equals 2. Negative 2x squared plus 4x equals 3. And again, we have the f of x is over here. I'm just going to write f of x a few times, and all of these are going to be the same for the left side, which is going to be negative 2x squared plus 4x, negative 2x squared plus 4x, all the way down. And you're going to notice down below, this is going to be graphed for us one more time. And our g of x's, in this case, instead of subtracting 1, 2, and 3, we've added 1, 2, and 3. So now we're going to graph that's opening up. Let's go ahead and there's f of x equals 1, or g of x equals 1. There's g of x equals 2, and g of x equals 3. So this first one, it looks, once again, I've got 2 solutions for that one, 2. For this guy, we only had 1 there, 1 solution. And for this last guy, there were 0 solutions for that inequality right there, or for this quadratic equation. So this is pretty much done for the first movie. What I want you to do is really put thought into this. So there's 2 reflections, and they're going to ask you questions based on what we just finished. You're going to have to look back and talk about it. So read through this and try to answer these questions and be ready to talk about it tomorrow. Thanks a lot.